Now I request Mr. Anand to address the gathering. Anand is the founder of satyavijay.com. He is also a passionate columnist. He has a keen mind on Indian political affairs, and he writes columns regularly for Satyavijay too. Over to you, sir.
Hello all. Namaskaram. That's what I would say to start with. I'm also a Tamilian. My family was in till 1950s here, then we migrated to Maharashtra. So now I'm settled in Pune. So we, as a team, started something called satyavijay.com, which is a website and a fact-checking website, and which also has a lot of opinion blogs and many other things. When we hit the market 3 years back on the Facebook and Twitter, we started with two initial things. One was not in news, and the other was state of states. Not in news doesn't mean that it's like not published in news. It may be there in the form of a small line in 15th page where nobody will scroll down. But that news is so important that it should be on the front page. But because of many other such news which were covering the front page, and the page could not be more than a dimension of a newspaper, it has gone into the 15th page as a form of a small line, like there is a partnership between Google and Government of India. There could be many people who could be benefited with that. There could be people who can use that news. So we had collected 8 such news which should have been there on the front page of the newspaper or the media covering it, but it got lost as a form of a single line or 2 lines or a small para, and released it every week. And same we did on the state level news as well for 8 different states every week. So this captured a lot of traction, and then we started satyavijay.com. We extended it to the fact-checking area, and as well as on the opinion side as well, and that's where we are. So today I would like to thank Sudarshan and all the people who are organizing this Tamil Nadu Young Thinkers Forum social media event, and thank you to give me an opportunity to speak over here. So my topic to speak is governance using social media. So having heard so many experts, I think most of the points put by me are already covered, but then I would like to recall them with specific experiences and examples which I have put in. So first, why social media? So many people ask, especially people who like the age of my father or someone, he asks me, why social media? I have TV where I can see everything. I have my newspaper. I am reading it from my childhood. Why I should go into Facebook, Twitter, and these places? What advantage it will give me? Tell me some more advantages. So yes, these are the 3 advantages what I told to my father, and that's why I have tried to put in as well. Transparency. So when you have something in media, it is between what it is being projected and you seeing it. But if something is on a social media, everybody can see it. Let's say if I am posting something which I have experienced, there may be hundreds others or thousands others who might have experienced it. They can come up with their own things, and it could become a viral news thread going into the specific ministry for the concern or for the action, I would say. Second is accountability. If there is a one-to-one communication between me and a minister, or me or a bureaucrat, it is not open to the world. Some of the people may not be accountable, but if it is in front of the world, everybody sees the action and the reaction. And that will definitely ensure, or the percentage of accountability will definitely increase in that. The third is the last one, middleman gone. Earlier, when you raise a concern, like I very much know that with my grandfather and father, I used to go to some government officers to raise a concern about a name change or something else. There are 10 different steps. There are 20 different people from which the information goes from one person to another, then to one. And finally, when it reaches the person who used to take an action, maybe half of the news is already chopped off while communicating from person to person and person to person. But when you do it on the social media and tag the ministry or the handle required, we believe the right message passes on to the person or on the minister who needs to take an action, and action could be taken in. So these are the three key advantages I feel why the social media has been effective in governance these days, especially well used by the central government at least, and state government Tamil Nadu we are picking in as told by one of our speakers. Right? So, why, as my father asked the question, why not mainstream media? Why we need social media? Again, the same thing. It's more of the 3 points which we mentioned it earlier. Another advantage, we see our government promoting the Digital India, Make in India, Niti Aayog, be it Krishi farm insurance, which was very successful, Ujjwala Yojana and many others on the social media. Like many of the upcoming entrepreneurs may use in the information put up in the Startup India page or the Stand Up India page or the Digital India one, and they may be, whereas if the information comes in just like in the page number 3 of a newspaper, it could get missed. But here we have a centralized page or a Twitter handle where entrepreneurs or many other people who are awaiting such information from ministry can go in. I'll tell you a personal example. I come from Maharashtra, so near Nagpur, you might have heard about farmer suicides in Vidarbha. Rampant. Nowadays, I know many of my friends whose fathers are farmers are very active in like using mobile on Facebook and Twitter and everywhere. So I know 15 such cases who have pursued or convinced their fathers and grandfathers to go for the farm insurance, and they have personally sent me the articles and I have published it in my satyavijay.com that how the young generation, the generation next 15, 20, 25, this year, this age gap people are influencing their fathers, grandfathers who are into farming to go for a farm insurance because of the water scarcity in the Vidarbha region. And same is happening in different areas of Maharashtra and India. So publishing the information on the Facebook pages and Twitter handles of the government-owned things have really helped people and gone into the grassroots level, I would say. Corruption drive. Yes, so every political party these days, like this issue definitely comes in the manifesto. We want a corruption-free India. We want this. I know it's a very difficult task considering we being 1.25 plus 1.30 billion people, right? So the corruption has different levels: top level corruption, bottom level corruption, middle level corruption, hundreds of level middle of it. Many such. But yes, one thing social media has helped in is if something happens, it's being brought into public. It's a name and shame kind of thing. So people are very, like, even if there is a corrupt officer, he thinks twice, thrice, 4 times before doing such things. And personal experiences, my wife had faced an issue while getting a passport issued, and then when the harassment she faced and she videographed it and put it over the internet, the officer got transferred and she got the passport in the next 2 to 3 days. So that's the rule where the corruption gets exposed and the naming and shaming happens in. Couple of examples I would like to put in. Where we have already said that how Sushma Swaraj is and the Ministry of External Affairs is pretty active on Twitter, helping people whose passports are lost or they get stranded in the country or many such things. Another very good example is recently I saw our railway minister and former Minister of Power, Piyush Goyal, answering the question of a common man in Kora on the misinformation spread in the media about the bullet train project. Why India needs bullet train? Hot topic, right? Some people say we don't need bullet train, we need to run our normal train properly. Some people say we need bullet train. But how many people here understand that bullet train has a specific infrastructure and the accidents would be really rare because they run on a magnetic track and many other things. So the people who argue saying that the bullet train, how will we manage bullet train when the normal trains are getting derailed or accident, is completely out of. That's what my opinion says. So such opinion is put by Piyush Goyal on Kora on clearing the misinformation on the bullet train project. And as our honorable minister said, that when you get Amritam, you also get Vasham along with that, or Visham along with that. So you have shortcomings as well, right? So fake news. There are a lot of fact-checking websites which checks the facts, but still there are a lot of fake news which gets percolated or it doesn't get filtered out. So, which results in rumors and misinformations. I myself have seen 20 such cases on Twitter where people say something and tag Ministry of Railways, where their Twitter room sends in some people and realize that it's a fake news. So when government is giving you some facility, why are you misusing it? I will tell you one common misuse. Nitin Gadkari, our transport minister, had launched a SMS facility where if somebody gets accident, he can send the vehicle number to get his details. I saw some of the people in road who are like finding a pretty girl and then taking the number, SMSing it and getting the details out and trying to call her. So this is the misuse of a system. When you are giving in a system, the misuses will also be there, and there should be a mechanism to reduce or try to eliminate it. Online abuses, we all covered trolling and abuses leading to online war, series of tweets, all these things which gets picked up by media sometimes. Sometimes an extremely serious or a secrecy issue between which should not come into the public domain gets exposed, and then the person really feels uncomfortable. So, and finally the trust, which social media handle to be trust in, which should not be, where to be invest time, where you should not. These things come in. So yes, these are some of the vasham or the poison which has come in, and we all need to collectively decide and form something to filter out some of it and make social media beneficial for the governance. So that is it. Would like to end this with a comment that social media engagements are important not only to provide right information but to counter the rumors and clear the misinformation if used with the right intent. So thank you all for giving me the opportunity to speak in front of you.
Correction, somebody from the audience actually pointed out that I mentioned about the Chennai City Traffic Police Twitter. Apparently they've got a separate Twitter handle for alerts called CCTP_alerts. Okay, so apparently they are updating there, but the official Twitter handle is still not updated from 6th of July. So that's the thing. Obviously they'll probably have to merge the two handles. I just thought I should clarify for the sake of putting it out there. Thanks.
We thank the speakers for making this session one of the most outstanding. And we take this opportunity to honor the speakers. I kindly request Mr. Anand Venkat to honor Mr. Kriba Shankar. I kindly request Mr. Ram Kumar to honor the Deputy Commissioner of Police, Mr. Tirunavukarasu. I kindly request Mr. Sundaravelan to honor Dr. Suman C. Raman. I humbly request Mr. Srinivasan and Abhinav Kadambi to honor the team of Chennai Loru Maraikalam. Kindly request Mr. Selva Ganeshan to honor Mr. Anand Iyer.
No, we are beginning immediately.
With this, I kindly request Mr. Sudarshan to take charge of the session on the role of social media in enhancing quality of public discourse.
Four speakers. This is a critical session of the conclave. Highlights the objective behind which why we initiated this social media conclave. I will invite Ms. Banu Gomes, a popular personality in the television today in Tamil Nadu, to please come up on stage. Banu ma'am, please come up on stage. I invite our second speaker in this panel, which is who's Ms. Dhanya Rajendran, who's the editor-in-chief of the News Minute. She's also an alumni of the Asian College of Journalism. Ms. Chinmay, a popular singer, active on the social media front, and Anand Ranganathan, where are you? Yes, please come. He is a professor with Jawaharlal Nehru University in Delhi, also a consulting editor with the News Laundry. So the session title, Role of Social Media in Enhancing Quality Public Discourse. So we'll begin with Banu ma'am. The option is left to you. You want to come and speak here, you can do so, or from where you're seated as well. Yeah, Mike.
கூடியிருக்கும் அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய மரியாதையும் வணக்கங்களும். சோஷியல் மீடியா பற்றி பேசுகிறதுக்கு முன்னால் ஒரு பொலிட்டிக்கல் அனலிஸ்ட் அப்படிங்கிறது தமிழகத்தை பொறுத்த அளவில் இண்டிபெண்ட் பொலிட்டிக்கல் அனலிஸ்ட், அதுவும் ஃபீமேல் பொலிட்டிக்கல் அனலிஸ்ட்டுங்கிறது இங்கே கிடையாது. ஏதாவது ஒரு அமைப்பு, அரசியல் அமைப்பை சேர்ந்தவங்களாக தான் இருப்பாங்க, இல்லை ஏதாவது ஒரு ஐடியாலஜி சார்ந்து அது சம்மந்தமான ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸில் இருந்தவங்க தான் இங்கே உண்டு. ஃபஸ்ட் டைம் நான் ஒரு இண்டிபெண்ட் பொலிட்டிக்கல் அனலிஸ்ட், ஒரு ஃபீமேல் பொலிட்டிக்கல் அனலிஸ்ட். இது தமிழ்நாட்டோட ஒரு பொலிட்டிக்கல் எரினா எப்படின்னா பெரிய அளவில் பெண்களுக்கு ஒரு ரெஸ்பெக்ட் கொடுத்து அதிலிருந்து அவங்களை அப்ரோச் பண்ணுறதாக கிடையாது. தமிழ்நாடு பொலிட்டிக்கல் இதுவே என்னென்னா எவ்வளவு தூரம் அப்யூஸ் பண்ண முடியுமோ, வெர்பல் அப்யூஸ், இல்லை நேரில் அவங்கள ஒரு பேட்ரனைசிங் டோனோடு அணுகிறது தான் பெரிய அளவில் இருக்கும். முதல்ல நான் இதுக்குள்ளே என்ட்ரு ஆகும்போது நான் முதல்ல அண்ணா ஹசாரேயோட ஊழல் எதிர்ப்பு இது நீங்கள் கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க, இல்லை பார்த்துருப்பீங்க. அதில் நான் பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணேன். அதற்கு முன்னால் என்னுடைய ப்ரொஃபஷன் நான் ஒரு கன்சர்வேஷன் அனலிஸ்ட், ஹெரிட்டேஜ் பில்டிங்ஸோட கன்சர்வேஷன் அனலிஸ்ட். அது நான் யூரோப்பில் பண்ணேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் யூரோப்பில் தான் என்னுடைய ஒர்க்கும் அங்கே தான். யூரோப்பியன் ஜேர்னல்ஸில் என்னோட நிறைய ஆர்டிகிள்ஸ் வந்திருக்கு. பட் தமிழ்நாட்டில் பொதுவாக தமிழ்நாட்டில் இங்கே பேசும்போது கூட ஒரு பேனலிஸ்ட் சொன்னார், தமிழில் இது பண்ணும்போது உங்களுக்கு இருக்கிற ரீச் இங்கிலீஷில் இருக்கும்போது இருக்காது. அந்தளவில் என்னுடைய ஜேர்னல் எல்லாமே நான் என்னுடைய